sun, you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shade my smile.
Alright, video number 2. I stopped there. Video number 2. What is that? A record 110,000 complaint over BBC coverage of Prince Philip's death, official figure shows. What? I'm not gonna go in the thing here. Alright, I saw this and I thought it was interesting. Alright, the BBC received a record 110,000 complaint over its coverage of Prince Philip's death, according to the broadcaster's official figures. Okay, the world thought that they could use this as an opportunity to repair the post-Oprah damaged image. So far, it's not going well for them. Okay, their image was damaged long before the Oprah interview because of the Queen protecting pedo Andy while allowing the UK tabloid to abuse Harry and Meghan 24/7. Alright, let's see exactly. They need to realize that the interview shouldn't have happened if Harry and Meghan never were treated differently. Alright, that's the thing here. Okay, over 100 free for air channels and people complain miserable lot. Alright, let's see here. But we are forced to pay to watch this garbage though, the annual license fee. Alright, because I remember there were some issues about people not want. I think Hugo was talking about it, about license fee and all of this. So there's this guy coming to, okay, but we are forced to pay. Alright, that's the thing, to watch this garbage through the annual license fee. Alright, people don't want to pay for North Korea style North Korean style blanket coverage of a man who live a long, immensely privileged life when 127,000 plus people didn't even get a normal funeral or chance to say goodbye to their loved ones. Okay, that's during the pandemic thing. All these people who die. Alright? If it was truly a North Korean style, they won't be able to make any complaint. Their whole families will be taken to a concentrate camp. Okay, I thought he'd be loved, what people complain about. Okay, at least you have a freedom to complain, but in Thailand, okay, I complained there was not enough. I guess I outnumbered. Okay, and it was, okay, it will make absolutely no difference. Okay, don't F with our TV. Okay, laughing my head, sad people said, alright, well, the Beeb is a state TV, meaning the BBC, state TV, what else did you expect? I mean, for a certain amount of time, but, oh my god, let me not get into this. This is the thing here that they were talking about in my last video. You know what? I'm gonna play that other, let me play this for you guys. Alright?
I think is happening.
I played it
right?
in...
Is what I think is happening, right?
Oh, come on. Play.
If I say Royal Military Service to you, then partly depending upon your age, but generally speaking, the first person you would think of is Prince Harry. You would recall, for example, that footage of him when he was being interviewed on telly and an alarm went off, I think at Camp Bastion in Afghanistan, and he tore off the microphone and legged it.
Okay, I'm going to show you that GIF and a few after that, all right?
Made me go weak at the knees. It was quite a beautiful moment, actually. And again, I don't want to have a big conversation about militarism or indeed Afghanistan in particular, which is in the news for very different reasons today. But if and again, if you've served, you can set me straight on this. But he, to me, seemed like a proper soldier. All right. And he was in the thick of it. He wasn't at arm's length. I think Prince Andrew's service in the Falklands as a helicopter pilot was the real deal, actually. But he didn't rise to admiral through his quality of military service. Poor old Prince Edward had a crack at joining the Royal Marines. Didn't work out very well for him. I don't think Princess Anne did anything, and Prince William essentially flew search and rescue helicopters in Wales, albeit under the auspices of the RAF. So I say military service to you in April 2021. Royal Military Service, who do you think of first? Yeah, exactly. It's Prince Harry, right? So how ridiculous would it have looked if he was the only one there not in a uniform? I want to dress up as an admiral, mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen. I am as qualified to speculate upon that conversation having occurred as any of the people who will be getting paid a few quid to pop up on your telly this weekend and share their royal expert insights. That's why it's happened. Because the Queen has surveyed, in her wisdom, this strange state of affairs, and she has concluded that it would just look daft for the only member of the royal family that people automatically associate with the army to be the only member of the royal family not in a military uniform at Prince Philip's funeral.
All right, so that's that. All right, there's the one where there's the GIF that he was talking about. All right, you're gonna see Harry running. All right, there he is. Okay, and the front line during the interview. All right, I mean, all these, I'm telling you, God is with this boy. All right, we have to keep on praying for him, because everything that they try to bury him or humiliate him for, okay, come and bite those people in the ass. Okay, royals to forgo military gear at Philip's funeral to avoid embarrassing Harry. This Harry, that's what, this Harry, okay, responding to the Guardian. Alright, Meghan was right all along, willing to lie to protect other members of the family, but not willing to tell the truth about myself and my husband. There it is. I think I showed that already.
But that they were willing to lie to protect other members of the family, but they weren't willing to tell the truth to protect me and my husband.
Alright. So
Then
there
I
it
came
is.
to
All right,
understand
they're not. Once they tell the truth, they're done. They bounce. All the others could tangle in their web of lies by themselves, but they tell the truth and they're out. Okay, pretty sure Harry, with his actual bravely won medal, won't have been embarrassing one among a flock of grown-ups in a dress-up kit and honorary medal. So true. He was the one most global media were interested, and people will have respected his hard-earned medals on his suit. That will be an honor he'll be praised for. Okay, exactly, right? The only one with nothing to be embarrassed about. He could wear a jump and jean to the funeral and still be more honorable. Okay, I think the royal family children should dress up as the village people, which give plenty of choice for Andrew. And there's the next quad comment, put the village people. Oh my God, my friend, a retired major, did tour in Northern Ireland, Afghanistan, I think NI. Where's NI? Is it Northern Ireland or I don't know. Afghanistan, etc. Says that both William and Harry are excellent men, but Harry really was the doggies, was it dangliers as a soldier. Okay, I know a lot of naval folks and they all speak ill of Andrew, even the stunt monarchists. Okay, it wasn't just in the mafia he was called Randy Andy. He had a reputation of a lazy playboy. At 22, Andrew saw active service as Sea King helicopter pilot in the Falkland War. His service included flying his helicopter as a decoy target, trying to divert deadly explosive missile away from. Please, they start putting all of this. There's no way. If Harry, who is sixth in line, okay, once they know that his whereabouts and they had to remove him, you think he's gonna be there as a decoy? Please. Now they're really fantasizing these kind of things here. Alright, crazy that Harry is stripped of military title, but the embarrassment that his uncle Andrew get to keep it. Get to keep his. Okay, my brother, as a former US Marine who served in the Vietnam War, said if he met Harry in the street, would shake his hand. He said the Apache pilot are bad boys. Okay, they never worry when they look up and saw their guys above. My dad was a paratrooper in the 82nd Airborne in the Korean War. He said he will shake Harry's hands too. Okay, I think they mean to avoid Andrew being embarrassment. They're still using him as a scapegoat. Not his fault if it will be ridiculous for the others to play dress up with the with their chocolate medal from mommy granny. Not his fault if alleged pedophile Andrew won't be able to rehabilitate himself on daddy's death. Okay, rotten monarchy. And the British royal family took this idea from the tabloid press. You remember that the article they put Harry in a suit while William was in a military outfit. That's why they thought that was a demeaning to Harry and wanted to use it in real life. That is true. I never thought about this. I remember what she's talking about. I remember that. That's like, yeah. Okay, whatever happened to him? I haven't seen him. Wow. I used to see him courtside during basketball, but not anymore. Okay, plus, you know, the pandemic. But national hero, if you think differently, you have no idea what a hero actually is. Defending the country, set up Invictus Game, endeavor funds, and sent a Bali charity to help vulnerable children. What have you done? Okay, let's see here. Yes, Harry, who served 2 tours in Afghanistan, the one whose men follow him into battle with the Taliban, not the one accused of sex and underage girls and avoiding the FBI, or that one that dropped out the Marine training, or the one that has never served that one. That was Andrew. The squad or something. This may not be a squad, but he just said that was Andrew. Why is the Guardian and or the BBC with referencing Brit tabloid press thought they weren't part of that mess? LOL. They've been part of that mess for the better half 4 years now since Meghan came on the scene. Okay, once the skin color came, alright, everybody fall on the same line of the racist went. So you see all the things she had to deal with. Alright, even though they had their differences, you know, let's say all the whites over there have their disagreement and stuff. As soon as Meghan come along, they all teamed up. They all teamed up to fight her. My goodness, can you imagine this? Every time I think of this, I'm thinking of Princess Diana, who had to deal with all those people, all of those lies. That's just wrong. Harry's military. One thing I love about him is the willingness to be at the front doing the work. Okay, he's a big damn hero. Chances of him being embarrassed by their appointment ranks, nil. Chances of him thinking they're making a point, 100%. The only members who have been seen active service couldn't wear uniform because one of them, Andrew, people want to make sure they mention, Andrew couldn't show a little humility. He was, however, promoted to Admiral by the Queen on his 60th birthday, so is entitled to wear the uniform. Sadly, it's again Harry who gets the flack. Okay, yeah, I think it's avoid embarrassment to Charles and William, who haven't actually served any time in the military. Okay, Charles was in the Navy and Air Force, and William was in the Air Force. What are you even on about? Alright, so there's a lot of comment. You see, it goes on and on. Alright, let me go to the next tweet. Alright, I have made peace with the fact that the British media and their likes all over the world will always try to vilify Meghan for whatever reason. I have also made peace with the fact that Sussex Squad and their likes all over the world will always try to protect Meghan. Let's see here. Even if she's pushed to pull out those receipts we all knew she has, I wonder if the British public will still support William being king if they saw indisputable proof he traded nasty stories about Meghan to cover up a extramarital affair and secret child. Serious question. Wow, does he have a secret child? Maybe that secret child have been in full display all along. We just don't know which one. I'm just leaving it at that. Alright? Because I always thought there's one that's in the public eyes. That's gonna be the issue. Wait, I heard about Rose Bush, but they have secret child together as well. Sorry, I'm American, so we got zero coverage of the affair except for when Kate publicly rejected William touch after news broke over in UK about the affair. Allegedly, her daughter is William. What is it? Allegedly, her daughter is William. I say allegedly. Of course, because I've had people get pissy. Okay, and there was an incident where Rose posted a picture of her daughter on social media and many commented on her resemblance to Charlotte. The picture was abruptly removed. Really? What? So what I was assuming is wrong. What? Oh, really? Look at this. Oh, really? Okay, well, isn't it? At this point, anyone seems to assume the affair is true. The kid is more of a question, despite that historical kings heirs have illegitimate children for errands. Okay, I think if ever become public, William did, it's fair to say his image will never recover. My goodness. I mean, then someone in, is it New Zealand or Australia or something, who claimed to be Prince Charles and, what's the other one? His current wife right now, love child. And then I believe they sang something like that with, what's his name? The one who, Prince Philip, have a love child too. So all of them have a love child. They don't know how to use condom? My goodness. I could understand, well, condom was invented long ago, but I was gonna say I could understand Prince Philip one, but damn, condom was invented a while back. Oh my goodness. And some people were calling the mistress how hot she was. All right, she looked damn sexy. All right, it's not whatever. We all knew the reason, and I can't imagine anyone is actually surprised. I know. Thanks for sharing. Not all over the world. This is a unique issue for the British media trying to protect whatever. Unfortunately for them, they have totally been discounted for being a propaganda arm of the monarchy. In that case, they don't have credibility outside Britain. Great. Thanks for sharing. I haven't. I'm all about civil debate. Okay, Meghan and Harry. Thanks, noted. All right, next tweet. All right, so we're learning, but this is why I like to read some of the comments. I didn't know about that love child. I was assuming it's someone else. I don't want to name names, but I was assuming it's someone else. But once she said a daughter, then it scratched my whatever I was thinking. Okay, how are y'all going to say Meghan lied the entire interview, but since the interview aired, you've been showing the entire world every week that she was indeed telling the truth? Exactly. The stuff about Archie's title is the real nugget for me because it's so easy to disprove, but they can't because it's true. Quote, he'll get a title when Charles is king. That protocol, end quote. Okay, but Meghan said they're changing the stop him from gaining one, so what now? Everyone can relate to the interview, to everything they've been doing ever since, especially those who weren't paying attention before. It's good to watch them prove her right. I'm telling you, the more nonsense that they keep pulling out is like the more Sussex squad they're getting. All right, more people is seeing what the squad have been trying to say. All right, exactly. If Meghan came out and told me the sky was yellow, I would believe her. She has said some extraordinary things that I thought couldn't be true, but proved to be true later. That's the squad. All right, that's the thing. You see, that's The squad. Okay, right? The way they've made it clear how they view Archie and the baby to be. Okay, let them keep showing the world just how they really are. All right, absolutely. All right, next tweet. Oh my God, I'm only 214 and I already create one video and I bookmarked like close to 40. That's probably for another day. And right now it's 5:49. The British media have made such a spectacle of the coverage of Prince Philip's funeral this week. They proved to the world Harry and Meghan told the truth in their interview, and they've ensured the public will look and scan at royal and uniform at all future events. Okay, look at this latest. The TV presenter says it's all made up. Okay, so Paul O'Grady won Meghan Markle against really riling Queen with Americanism. Paul O'Grady warned Meghan Markle about a few faux pas that will really rile and quote the Queen in one point she will always remember. What? So who is Paul O'Grady? Oh shit, he responded at the bottom. Oh, Paul O'Grady. My mom used to say that the only thing you can believe in a newspaper is the date. And here's a... What? And here's a classic example. I've never met the woman, let alone give her advice. I suppose they'll have me telling the Queen her nets need dipping and a Dolly Blue bag next. What the? That's from Express. The guy responded at the bottom. This is classic. This is crazy. Man, they just pick anybody and then they put their lies. But who is Paul O'Grady? I don't know who's that, but that is something very interesting. He must be someone very, I don't know, very popular in the UK. My goodness, these people have no shame. God, these people, wow, this is beyond despicable. Okay, I can almost hear the laugh track every time we see that family and military regalia from now on. See, this is the ripple effect they were not looking. All right, they were so fixated in Meghan's skin color, they forgot all the nonsense that they were doing was eventually gonna bounce back to them. Okay, that boomerang effect. Okay, to be honest, I hate Meghan and Harry. Why would you hate somebody when you don't even know them? Okay, Harry doesn't have social media. A simple never said this tweet will do. Okay, that will make things worse. What is that? To be honest, I hate that Meghan. Okay, I hate that Meghan and Harry doesn't have a social media. Okay, I read it wrong. Okay, so she hated that they don't have a social media, that they could say their own thing, but they're not on social media. That will make things worse. That's what the tabloid want. This is a top 5 event in the past 50 years. Remarkable but true. If for a formal event like this, where you cannot wear the uniform, all other events should be looked at suspiciously. Okay, and all this because they, 1, choose to be petty, and 2, lack foresight. That's the thing. You didn't see this coming eventually. All right, they're really milking it. Yes, the Daily Rag, that is the sleazy Daily Mail, Pierce and especially him, they were more interesting in Prince Harry than Prince Philip shows their hypocrisy. Okay, they told the truth in that interview. 100% agree. Next tweet. If you look at previous videos, not video number 1, the day prior, where some of the squad were pretty much daring the institution, all right, they dared them to wear their uniform, and they actually wanted them to wear the uniform, where the hypocrisy, where the world would be, questioning them. And I think if the Queen wants to make a decision, I think she goes to the Sussex squad pages, okay, to see what the squad are saying, to get the real truth, not from those people who's around her, who's trying to please her. All right, next tweet. That's Peter Hunt. Uniform Gate might just prompt thoughtful royals to reflect on the mistake they made when they removed Prince Harry's military appointment and shut the door on Harry and Meghan, rather than leaving it slightly ajar. Okay, there's people who's telling them the truth here. Okay, he retweeted this from Sky News. It is understood the Queen approved the move, which means Prince Charles, Prince William, and Prince Andrew will wear suits to Saturday's ceremony. All right. Last night I was watching V's podcast, Sussex Squad, and she brought some really important points where she's like, who else is gonna watch the funeral? And she's like, I'm gonna watch it because I'm petty like this. She said something like that, where she likes to see, you know, certain things and things like that. I don't know if I'll watch it, but let's see here. They messed up. They never thought this through. Just act petty and reluctant. Now this will keep bringing problem, and I love to see this. Any reasonable person could have seen this coming. Okay, that's it. Totally agree. For funeral going forward, what are they going to do? I wonder. Until Andrew talked to the FBI and his wife, who live rent free and Palace was doing private work, gets a real job, they will be dragged each and every time. Alright, they never anticipated that this generation is not like the old, arcade man and gray suit who question nothing, go with the flow. The institution is in for future dumpy ride with Generation Z. Okay, their every hypocritical move will be criticized and dragged across the globe. Heavy royal days. Okay. Oh my God, the hypocrisy of them. The crown is what matters, not individuals. What? That's she's right. That was the crown, but yet the people, the future and future is effing up. Okay, they have. You could have a object. Okay, I could represent a rock to you and say this is the crown. Okay, it depends how you value it. Okay, if the people who's gonna hold that rock don't value the rock, okay, what is the point? Okay, you have the crown. The crown could sit there. It's an object. It cannot do anything. It cannot talk. It cannot manage anything. But the people who represent the crown are effing up shit. Okay? So what are you trying to say here? The crown is what matters. Yes, the crown is what matters. But the individual does matter. Okay? Individual who represent the crown, who make the crown what it is. Alright, so I don't know what she's talking about. The crown is what matter. Yes, not individual. What do you mean not individual? Alright, if everybody dies, okay, let's say the world come to an end. Guess what? Every object, every individual things, the way you left it is gonna be it. Okay? It's what you make of it. So individuals do matter. Okay? Individuals does matter. Okay? All of these things. Okay, true, but it's people. Thank you. It's people's interest and who wears the crown that keeps it going. Thank you. See, I didn't even see this. Okay, it's people's interest who wears the crown that keeps it going. If the subjects don't like the ruler, he or she will be rejected. If 50 years from now, Eugene will not be around, the younger generation Z may vote out the monarchy and referendum, or their lack of interest will. Okay, exactly. Also, they are there to continue consent of the people. If we, the people, there it is. I've always said that it has to do with the people. If the future, the queen, the future, and future knew that from the get-go, it's the people who keeps them going. If they did things to please the people, okay, they will, no matter what the tabloids say, they will be okay. Okay, but they're pleasing the freaking tabloid, who a few of them, maybe a handful, maybe 4 or 5 of them or something like that. Okay, the people who owns, I'm talking in terms of owner of the tabloid. Okay, is a few. But if the people, you pleasing the people, see what you're doing for them, okay, you representing them well, guess what? They'll fight for you. But if you're doing BS thing and you ignore them, they're crying for help, you ignore their cries, you think they're gonna risk their life for you? I don't think so. There are some, don't get me wrong, there are some who will do their BS, okay? Even if they treat them like dirt, they will still fight for them. But people who have self-confidence, self-respect, core values and stuff like that, they won't do things like this for you. Alright? But if you're on the same page as them, they'll do things for you. Alright? If you don't respect them, okay, but they respect themselves, you think they're gonna risk their life for you? I don't think so. Alright, this is what Harry has. He respect the people. He deal with the people. They should learn from Harry. My goodness. And this is what Diana was teaching him. I think both of them, but the older one, they groom his brain to the point where he thinks he's the man, but in reality is checking in right now. All right, so let me read this comment again, because this is exactly some of the things that I've been saying. All right, exactly. And also, they are there to continue consent of the people. If the people decide we don't want to pay for them because they are irrelevant in this day and age and fairy tale, it's over. We do we do matter, even though they like to convince us we don't. Okay, there it is. That is exact. I've been saying this. This is exactly that. Okay, the royal family behaved in callousness toward Harry and Meghan, a young couple who were struggling to cope with a new life, new baby, media scrutiny, and abuse toward a new foreign wife. Instead of helping them cope, they choose to feed them to the media and urge them out. The world is not happy. All right, there it is. Again, another truth here. Okay, and the world saw them do it. Okay, there is no royal family without Harry. William is petty spoiled. Okay, and jealous of Harry. William is all of a sudden turned into a ruthless power grabber. Everyone knows that petty decision to separate them is all William, because folks know Harry's heart. All right, that's true. They never consider the repercussion on the royal family. William is no Harry, no matter how many times they rebrand his image. Okay, thoughtful royal. I believe Charles and William are the culprit of removing Harry's title, and they are far from thoughtful. Alright, maybe because I'm not a royalist that I get it. Okay, you just can't have people who represent Britain to the world use that privilege for their own gain. Alright, they are the represent of all British citizens, not profiting off of them. Okay, is it profiting? Profiting off of them. The same with the army. Okay, what is that? What is he trying? What the F are you talking about? You think living in a palace and getting millions from the public is okay, but getting a company to pay you while doing some job is saving taxpayers' money is bad. How brainwashed our plebs in this country is. It's tragic. Okay, to wear so that's what I was like, what is he saying? But that's it. Okay, what the F are you talking about? Okay, to wear suit is first intelligent decision from the firm during 3 years. Okay, but reading this proper, how they did this because of Harry takes also this good away. In other words, they read the room, they see the people are not gonna like it. So for 3 years, this is the only reasonable thing that they could come out. But they killed it when they say, this is it. Okay. This people, how they did this because of Harry, takes also this good away. They did this for themselves. All world will mark them in military uniform with awards Harry not. Will be during coming years. Alright, so that's true. Okay, good observation. Now it's all Harry's fault because he made the Queen remove his military title. Alright, that's the thing here. This is these people, it's always like that. Okay, when you see racism is playing out, they always blame the victim. You see all the thing that's going on. Go look back at some of trials of race thing that goes on in the US. They always try to blame the victim for all of this thing. This is the thing they're playing out here. Alright, people are not buying it. Okay, no, Harry tasted what it's like to have freedom, to be used and abused to prop up the air and not beholden to bigoted British tabloid taxpayers, monarchists, and the monarchy is behind him. Right, the monarchy is behind him. Okay, not so much removing his non-jobs, but the risk of decoupling a carriage from the gravy train on the main line. First, it has to slow down, and then you have to worry about a runaway carriage. Okay, no living is a jar will have been used as a carrot stick sit. This was blessing. They're already leaking stories blaming Harry. Seriously, Peter, you think Charles or William will ever admit of having any blame? Harry needs to attend the funeral and leave ASAP. The tabloid already openly making everything about him and blaming him. Everybody's saying just leave. Okay, and look at this. He's probably in isolation all this time. I'm personally glad they were petty, because if they allow them to be half in, all the deal will be known to the firm before press release, and we know how the palace leaks like a sieve. They bury Harry and Meghan, not realize they were seeds and just needed to bury it. Okay, now they are thriving and not chained to the British press. The firm bids its nose to spite its face. When you embark a journey of revenge, start by digging two graves, one for you, one for your enemy, and one for yourself. How relevant this is! Such an old institution, but it seems it has forgotten all truism. Okay, their arrogant and entitlement allowed them tone deaf every time. They really thought PRing Andrew back into public life will work. Unbelievable. Okay, this won't just be an issue now, but also future funerals, events that Harry will be attending set themselves up. Also, how could Andrew think this will help his image? Oh, we will just marvel at his admiral uniform and forget everything. It's almost like, let's say an imposter let's say someone just rob a bank and put a mustache on and the glasses and the fake hands and then just remove everything and then work out the thing and you won't think it's him. It's almost like this. They really do think we are all simpletons. Okay, so true Vice Admiral indeed. Okay, it's not state funeral, so they don't wear an army uniform. Okay, but they were going to wear uniform, okay, only until they realized Andrew wanted to use it as a way to rehabilitate his image and that it would look so wrong that Harry, the only active member of the family who has been in war and deserved to wear a uniform, isn't allowed.
Here's what I think is happening, right? I want to dress up as an admiral, Mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
All right, so oh my God, this thing keeps going. So let's see this. Let's see. Okay, Lord, I really wanted them to wear the Nutcracker uniform to help some Commonwealth nation come to their senses. This is what some of the squad was saying. Please have them wear it. Let's see here. Oh my Lord, these people, look at this, all those medals, none of them serve. None of them serve. My goodness. My goodness. They do look good in their uniform, but they won't put the work. Well, I'm going to excuse Princess Anne here, but the fact that they're doing this to Harry, I'm telling you, people are not buying it. All right, let me leave this alone. The comment keeps going, okay? Let me read. Why, oh boy, thought royals doubted they too stupid. Also take the focus of Philip. Okay, I believe you expect too much from British royal family. Are you serious? It's Andrew who is the problem.
Here's what I think is happening, right? I want to dress up as an admiral, Mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
Okay, the only reason they will be wearing suit is Andrew. He's the one in legal troubles.
Here's what I think is happening, right? I want to dress up as an admiral, Mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
Ever the optimist Peter, I doubt it's ever much. Alright, so let me go to the next tweet. Oh my goodness. Too late, Your Majesty. We all know this is all about your pedophile peacock of a son.
Here's what I think is happening, right? I want to dress up as an admiral, Mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
And nothing to do with Harry. That's what was going on. We may not own a castle, but we're not stupid. That's what. This is a good one. We may not own a castle, but we're not stupid. Don't think of us as stupid. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh shoot, let me get at it. I just want to read this comment here. To be fair, they don't actually own their castle. Harry is the only one who owns paying for his own home. That's true, the public. Oh my goodness. They weren't concerned about Harry when they refused to have a wreath laid at the cenotaph on his behalf on Remembrance Day. They keep showing their hand. Okay, they're afraid of public outrage about Andrew. Okay, thank you for the reminder that the royal family refused to lay a wreath that Harry paid for. A true loving and caring family will not be that hateful. All right? All right, they're catering to just a handful. The British press, okay, just a handful. But the people, I'm telling you, once the people start crying foul, you're gonna see that will totally be the end of it. Okay, we brought his family, his friend, to sit on her coronation throne, but they won't talk about it. Okay, that's the squad here. All right, Ghislaine Maxwell with Kevin Spacey picture sitting on coronation throne at Buckingham Palace. Maxwell won't sell Andrew out. Look at this. Wow. And this is with the FBI right now. And this with pedophile, okay? 'Cause what is it? There was some issue with Kevin Spacey. All right? So all this, oh my goodness, can you imagine this? All of these people Andrew is friend with all have some, dirty laundry. My goodness. Okay, sex predator's friend. Okay, look at, I didn't even read that. Sex predator's friend, which just make it worse. And they are bad-mouthing Harry and Meghan for being friend with Oprah. As if we're impaired idiot, because we can see what is exum is that they keep mentioning Harry's name in the same sentence as the pedo prince. I find that most offensive. Offensive to Harry. All right. It was Andrew stomping his feet and demanding to wear uniform, not Harry.
Here's what I think is happening, right? I want to dress up as an admiral, Mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
Okay, but Mummy, I want it now. Can you imagine that? How old is Prince Andrew? My goodness, like the other one said at the audio. But Mummy, I want to wear this. Andrew, please sit down.
Here's what I think is happening, right? I want to dress up as an admiral, Mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
Oh my goodness. The Queen has spared the Duke of York embarrassment by ruling that no military uniform should be worn at the funeral of the Duke of Edinburgh. Okay, this will be more appropriate for Andrew. What is this? Oh my God. With high heel. What is going on? Okay, time for chorus of the King and Queen Nowhere, I think. Alright, I think we are not stupid because we don't own castle. Okay. That's funny. For reference, pedophilia is about prepubescent children, and technically we are talking about teens under age of consent, but is that UK or US? Which is pedophilia? Okay, that is not the defense, by the way. Alright, in the US, 18 is when you become adult. So they pick one that is 17. What is, I looked into this before, but I forgot. What is the age of consent in the UK? I made a lot of videos about this. At that time, I don't know why I decided to share these things with you guys. But look at this, they're all coming into play. Because I come across a lot of articles where there were someone in South Africa and who's also, I don't know, I guess he was British descent, okay, who was trying to reduce the age of consent to at least, I think, 14 or something like. Can you imagine? 14 years old? All this was to cater to those men. Okay, so they could not be seen as pedophile. So they're trying to make it legal on the books while they could abuse younger kids. My goodness, can you see the mindset here? You guys need to pay attention to these things. I'm getting angry again about this. All right, I have videos about pedophilia, age of consent. You see I have like maybe 2 or 3 videos where you have children up there, and I think age of consent or something like that. All right, it's in that video. My goodness, these people are really monsters trying to use. Just imagine this. I've said this before. Grown men in their 40s, 50s, even 60s, who already live life. Can you imagine all these years, those decades, they've been, using their private on so many other people. And then you see a young person who has not experienced life yet, who probably still a virgin. And then these people gonna abuse these young girls. Just put this picture in your mind. Just put it, and then fight for this not to happen. This is why I was so angry about it. And at that time, I probably had maybe 70 subscribers. Okay, I don't know why these people even follow me, because I wasn't even putting anything out, but they stuck. Maybe they saw something in me that I didn't even know about my channel. Alright, I had about 70 subscribers at least. I was even showing how many subscribers that I have, because at that time I didn't even take it that much. YouTube was gonna mess up with my subscription. Okay, I wasn't even showing. It's when I started growing a little bit, and I realized before I get to 200, they were not, they were taking them away. But I was putting this content out. I was so angry about it. To see this is where their focus was, of children, reducing the age. Because I'm looking at my son who's 12, I think he is. He's 12, he's preteen. Okay, I don't have daughters, but just imagine, okay, things that these people are trying to do. People, when 2 years, my son will be at the age where they were probably trying to reduce the age of consent. Can you imagine that? People who haven't figured out the world yet and they're trying to reduce the age. Just think about that, people. You need to pay attention when they're bringing those BS bills on the table. Instead, they should up it up a little bit. Make it, I don't know what's the age of consent in the UK. Bump it up at least. I think I've said this. Either 19 or 20 should be the age of consent. Or something like that. But kids are in college, they're gonna start to make their own life, but at least they could have an option to be emancipated from their parents. And when they're 19 or 20, they have that option to do that, okay, to be their own age of consent. But the 16, 17, they still haven't figured out anything yet. Even 18, which is in the US, 18 is seen as an adult, is still not an adult. All right, I remember when I was 18, I didn't figure out a lot of things. I'm still figuring out life. But anyway, next tweet. I mean, those people are really sick. Look at this. All right, this is what happened when you guys are messing up with my channel. You're making me go back to these things here. I was trying to avoid a lot of these things. All right, but you keep on taking my subscription away and stuff like that. There. All right. From what we know, Harry never requested to wear military uniform. Andrew did. As sources have said, this decision is about Andrew despite to turn up in full military regalia when he should have lost his title long ago. But suddenly the story is all about Harry.
Here's what I think is happening, right? I want to dress up as an admiral, Mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
Odd. Okay. It is depressing how the Duke's funeral has become an excuse to attack First Meghan for being unable to come due to advanced pregnancy, and now Harry. Alright, how the week between the Duke's death and funeral seemed to be searing into criticism a grandson he deeply loved and was regularly Zooming with before his passing. Alright, I'm telling you, I think Diana is definitely watching over his baby boy. Okay, to do that thing with James Corden, and this kind of conversation came out. Prince Philip didn't die yet. Okay, all of these little things are revealing to people, not after the fact. It was before all of this. This is what makes it, really understanding by the world. Okay, trying to be petty. All right, look at this. All this pedophile. Look at them. All right. Or maybe his desire is to turn up dress and costume rather than an honorable serving royal. Him, his mate, love a bit of costume play as shown in this pic taking in palace ground. Really? My goodness, my goodness. They love to dress up. Love to dress up. Did he ever serve? I don't know. I'm not going to criticize him because I don't know if Epstein ever served. My goodness. And he has, what is it? That's a U.S. flag here. Okay, I could look it up when I'm editing this. All right, curious, was Epstein ever in the arm, or where did he get those medals from? Okay, let's look at this. Maybe my answer will be, I've never served a day in the military, but I know the way those medals are arranged looks all kind of wrong. That is true. They're usually more closer. This is nothing but a badge cosplay attempt. For what it's worth, if I were ever to wear a uniform as fancy dress, I won't think of including medals I've never earned. That is true. Okay, why not? The royal family, though, also get promotion after they left the service. Andrew and Vice Admiral, absolutely ridiculous. Okay, you've made my point for me a little here. Yes, they do it, and yes, it's ridiculous. Personally, I think it's disrespectful to those who have served in the military to wear unearned medals. It's a personal opinion, though. He's right. It's right, because I think the U.S. take it very seriously. If you're putting medals that you never won or something like that, and even if you even go and talk about it and lie about it, they take it very seriously. Okay, I'm thinking something that happened, but I can't remember exactly what it was. Where something like that, where they put someone in jail for that. It is true, because over all the years Harry and Meghan have been together, the tabloid have destroyed their character. The drip feeding of the stories, many untrue, have made it impossible for them to remain in the UK. It really upsets me. Alright, let's see here. This is why they are desperate to have Harry back. The family doesn't know how to operate without a scapegoat. They literally feel it's necessary to have someone to kick around so the heir seems perfect. This is that perfection thing here. Nobody is perfect. The world shouldn't need a perfect heir. They should want one who cares. That's it. That's it. Okay, but in this instance, they use Harry as a scapegoat to deflect from the shitty on Prince Nun's face. Imagine using a war veteran who studied Invictus as a scapegoat for a wanted member of a child sex trafficking ring. That the royal family is evil. All right, everything is coming back to haunt them for being so petty. All right, Meghan, quote, they were willing to lie to protect other members of the family, but they weren't being able to tell the truth to protect me and my husband. Andrew is being protected by the entire British establishment, the royal family, UK government, and business communities. Okay, that's the thing. All right, there it is. Okay, the fact that this story has blown up at all when this is supposedly a time of mourning and respect is bloody atrocious. Prince Harry is here to say goodbye to his grandfather, not to involve in some PR conspiracy that British tabloids seem to have a fetish for. That is true. Okay, the royal family, the royal family tried to rehabilitate Prince Andrew's image so he can return to royal duty. It backfired. So as usual, the royals and British media use Harry as a scapegoat. Don't discount number 10's role into it. Okay, Andrew has their best arms salesman. Okay, Harry sells, Andrew repulse. Okay, nothing odd about it. Royal Marine American divorcee. It was never going to look pretty in the press. It then in 1930 and doesn't now. What is the point here? Okay, did he really instruct his tailor to make him admiral uniform? Talk about reading the room. Let's see, what is that? Okay, I hate people who compare Meghan to Nazi sympathizer Wallis Simpson, especially because Wallis was a white woman living in an era when Meghan's grandparents used to be a backdoor. Okay, I guess people never stop to think how offensive and historical inaccurate the comparison is. That is true. While Simpson certainly the only Nazi sympathizer at the time, many in the British aristocrats share similar views. Edward VIII being one of them. Okay, Meghan has not been compared to Edward. Okay, she has been compared to a white American woman who was twice divorced and Nazi sympathizer. I didn't bring up Edward because he wasn't mentioned. Alright, whatever. Alright, so people with the right brain will understand. Alright, next tweet. Alright, so there's this is the one here that they said they feel sorry for her instead. Alright, let's see. Oh, I didn't even know it was from a thread. Let's see here. Wow. I showed this in was it yesterday's video? How cute. Okay, this is the one that I bookmarked, but she retweeted from that. How curious that the Mail on Sunday should focus on this particular friend of the Duke Edinburgh. Let's see here. What's going on here? Wow. Carrie's driven friend Penny mourns privately. Wow. Close bond. Penny Brabourne was admired by Prince Philip and the Queen. Okay, so that was the side one. Wow, as the Queen mourned her beloved husband, one of Prince Philip's closest friend and confidants, Penny Brabourne, Countess Mountbatten of Burma, is also grieving. The Countess was a regular visitor at Wood Farm, the cottage on the edge of the St. Graham estate in Norfolk, where the Prince spent much of his time after retiring from public life in August 2017. So that's where he was, okay, being next to her probably. Okay, assuming, okay, my humble opinion, the pair were firm friends for decades and share a love for the exhilarating equestrian sport of carriage driving. Indeed, the 67-year-old Countess enjoys such a close bond with the Queen and Philip that palace staff reportedly nicknamed her, and also, okay, that's in quote, because no guest list was considered complete without her. Oh, interesting. The only daughter of the butcher turned businessman, Reginald Eastwood, she was propelled into the royal family through her marriage to Norton Knatchbull, 3rd Earl Mountbatten of Burma. The Earl was a close friend of Prince Charles. The pair attended Goddeston together, and Charles was Norton's best man when he married Penny in 1979. The wedding was delayed for 8 weeks because 5 months earlier, IRA bombers blew up a small boat, okay, I remember that, and a small boat in the Sea of Malamore County, Sligo, killing Norton's grandfather, Lord Mountbatten. Okay, that's the pedal one here. Okay, Norton and Norton's 14-year-old younger brother, Nicholas, okay, his paternal grandmother, the dowager Lady Brabourne, and a local boy who was with the family. Oh my God, that's the one I'm more sorry for. Okay, also died in the terror attack. Penny is understood to have formed a close friendship with the Queen and Prince Philip after her daughter Leona contracted liver cancer and died age 5 in 1991. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, you learn so much from reading The Street. All right, Philip taught the Countess carriage driving in 1994, and she became his regular companion. Oh, okay. For the sport, royal insiders say her enthusiasm for carriage driving is one of the reasons he continued to take the reign into his late 90s. Okay, he was pictured carriage driving in the ground of Windsor Castle as recently as 2019. The Countess lost her daughter was not the only turmoil she endured. In 2010, Lord Mountbatten abandoned her. Oh, interesting. And started a new life with another woman in the Bahamas. Okay, interesting. The affair fizzled out, however, and he returned in 2014 to Broadland, the home he shared with the Countess. The 60-room Palladian mansion in Hampshire is where the Queen and Philip spent part of their honeymoon. Okay, members of the royal family, the Queen in particular, were reportedly full of admiration for the way the Countess insists that life on the historic estate must go on as normal as after her husband's affair. There she is. I mean, look at her. She aged pretty well. That was the companion. Wow. She was keeping him alive pretty much. Wow. It's like with all this formal BS thing, and she's like, I'll make you see the world in a different way. She whacked his world. Let me not start with this. And I believe that's her again. I mean, you see the age difference with these people? Right now, him here, okay? That's her at the age here, all right? That's her at the age here. But there was a tweet that I saw that says she's like a bombshell. She really looks good. Look at her at younger age here. Okay, This is the tweet that got me to all of that. I need to bookmark this. Wow. Okay, they can resist. Carrie's driven friend, that a definite warning. Too bad everybody already knows. The real widow because he could never get divorced. Condolences to Miss Penny. Alright, so that's, I mean, that's the thing here. Wow. That's the one he really wanted to be with. But they want to keep that perfect. I mean, eventually the truth will come out no matter what. I mean, you're trying to stay perfect. This is the thing here. There's no perfect human being. They're trying to be perfect, but they're doing shitty things. And Prince Philip, he didn't care. You know, but I want to be with her. My goodness, you want me to show up? I'll show up. But this is the one I want to be with. You don't want to get a divorce? Fine. All right, keep your image, but let me live my life. That's exactly that. That's what I see here with Prince Philip. Okay, if it's true. All right, if it's true. Okay, it's a warning to the others who have a secret to protect their roses. Okay, Penny was sexy as hell. Maybe that's why I saw it. Okay, Penny was sexy as hell. All right, look at her here. Even in this picture, as her age, okay, she still look good. Look at her for her age. All right, next tweet. Oh my goodness. All right, so this is what happened. I love this guy. I follow him on Twitter. Listen.
Look at them. Here they all are. Boris, Cameron, Rishi Sunak, Hancock. Since Boris Johnson, since he became the Prime Minister of England, the sound of Big Ben bongs has been replaced. That's what someone said yesterday. The sound of Big Ben bongs has been replaced by the sound of cash tills. Ka-ching, ka-ching. The sound of Big Bang Tory donor bungs. In their own pockets. Happy birthday, Hugh Janus. I hear you're a massive fan. Licking it in their Grayson favours. The hoity-toity, fucko the clown, gravy dribbling army. David Cammerface, Mammon and Gammon. A multi-millionaire. When he's got £40 million. Yet deep inside his soul, there he is, deep inside his soul, there is a greed. It's so all-consuming that it wretches the most wretched among us. He smashed the NHS to bits with his austerity and came back looking to privatise the carcass like a vulture to profit from the pain of others. We are led by the least amongst us, the least noble, the least visionary, the least intelligent.
The least intelligent.
We're led by monsters, draped in flags with a pint of beer, singing songs of empire. The ghouls, the freaks, the bastards, dressed in country tweed, running up and down the corridors, carrying shotgun pheasants, banging, screaming on the doors. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Bring out your dead.
When he's saying that the least intelligent, guess what? They are intelligent. They think the people are not intelligent. All right, they know what they're doing. They're fooling the public, and then they're putting things in their pocket. All right, I think I retweeted that, and I said, "You want the real news or something like that?" All right, content not available. What is this now? All right, so that was that. Next tweet. Okay, Archie deserves extra playtime and treat from Harry for holding down the house and take care of his mama and granny while he's out. I think I retweeted that also. Okay, our little prince. Yes, okay, I concur wholeheartedly. Alright, next tweet. FYI reminder, the Queen appointed a new Lord Chamberlain. Lord Parker took up his appointment on April 1st. The Lord Chamberlain is the senior officer of the royal household, and his office is responsible for royal events and ceremonies, including Philip's funeral. What is this? What is that? So, who is the Queen's new Lord Chamberlain? Okay, avid birth watcher. former spy chief, wildlife photographer, and a committed public servant. Okay, Queen Elizabeth II, okay, with the then head of MI5 or M15, I can never, Andrew Parker, Baron Parker Mensmer, is in February 2019, he has now been appointed as Lord Chamberlain, the most senior official in her royal household, succeeding Earl Peel, who is retiring after more than 14 years in the post. All right. Okay, the Queen has formally appointed the former head of Lord Chamberlain ahead of Duke Edinburgh funeral. The monarch held an audience with Andrew Parker at Windsor Castle and passed on a wand and office insignia. Okay, Lord Parker took over from the Earl Peel as Lord Chamberlain on April 1st. The Lord Chamberlain's office, led by the Queen's Controller, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Vernon, is tasked with the practical side of Prince Philip's funeral, but an overall charge is Lord Parker, who succeeded the Earl Peel after his retirement following more than 14 years in post. Okay, the Lord Chamberlain is the senior officer of royal household. The role is non-executive and part-time, overseeing the conduct and general business of the royal household and acting as a channel communication between the sovereign and the House of Lords. The Lord Chamberlain also undertakes ceremonial duties. So I'm assuming, I don't know, is it 2019 they say he did that? Or he took that post, or is it as recently as now? So should he be more aware of things that's going on? What is it, MI15? Person running. Alright, let me leave that alone. Next tweet. Okay. Oh no, apparently Harry and William won't be standing right next to each other at Prince Philip's funeral. How devastating. Meanwhile, okay, please look at these photos from the Queen Mother, Princess Margaret, and Princess Diana's funeral, where they also didn't stand next to each other. Okay, I'm glad she put these pictures because I don't have to look. Okay, look at this. I mean, pictures, I'm telling you, those squad or something. Alright, there's William here and there's Harry over here. I mean, you could see back as I'm looking at this picture, you could see like back in the days, you know, handsome these people were. Look at Edward right here. He looked pretty decent here, even, you know, some of his hair was missing. You know, look at William over there. But man, look at him, he still remained the same. He remind me of those, I think I've said this, how do you call this? Those things who end at the end of the rainbow with the with the gold. How do they call this? That's what he reminds me. Look at his ear. Oh my Lord. Okay, let me move to the next one. Alright, there they are again. They were not next to each other again. My, every time I look at this picture, look, I think only Harry took this to heart. Look at his hand, squeezing, really upset. Look at his eyes. Look at his face. Okay, and Uncle too. I mean, they got the height from Diana's side. Look at how tall he is. Look at Harry, very sad. I mean, William was sad too, but you could see this hit Harry the most. My goodness. Alright, let's see here. Go outside and touch some effing grass, weirdos. Okay, no tradition of being broken. They are in full royal act. Okay, the tear is over. A hope that won't be materialized anytime. Okay, the derangers will have fit. Okay, let's see here. What is it? Harry is turning into Edward VIII, who married a divorce and soon become irrelevant, like his great-grand-uncle, who only cry foul to media when he needs a raise and his allowance. But Harry doesn't need them anymore. Harry doesn't need them anymore. Harry has his own life, okay? He's working, making money, so this is false right there. Alright, so then they're using a black face to do that. You know, it's one of those things. Okay, they know the truth, anything to start the drama. These people think the brothers are joined at the hips. It's so rare. That is true. Okay, LOL. What's your real point? If they stand next to each other, will Prince Philip rise from the dead? Let's see here. Okay, I think the point flew right over your head. The media are making a big point that they won't be standing together at the funeral. The point is they didn't before, so why the big deal now? See the point? Okay, typical shit steering right-wing English media proving Harry and Meghan right with every headline. Okay, they want to create drama. I hope no one click or comment on their press timeline trying to set the record straight. Okay, they make money out of all the engagement. All right, that's why I don't click. I learned that. The squad teach me that. They also updated so no one wears military attire. I think they heard all of us and knew we have a fit about pedo envy. If anyone, Harry should be the only one wearing it. Okay, significant move on military uniform tonight. No members of the royal family will wear them if at Prince Philip's funeral on Saturday. A safety first decision giving. Okay, Prince Andrew current situation. Okay, that's a retweet. I remember I bookmarked this. Let's see this. Okay, there's a lot of comment here. Let me go on this one. Okay, utter devastation. They cry. Note, it's all these pics. They aren't stood next to someone. All right, where is the one that I want to go? Not this. The Sussex squad and have still been received. Okay. All right, where's the one? This one I want to go to. There's Chris Chip. Okay, significant move on military uniform tonight. No members of the royal family will wear them at Prince Philip's funeral on Saturday. A, safety first decision given. Prince Andrew current situation. 2, Prince Harry having his military roles removed. He left.
Here's what I think is happening, right? I want to dress up as an admiral, mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
All right, let's see it. Prince Andrew was made a vice admiral in the Royal Navy in 2015. Prince Harry was a captain general of the Royal Navy until it was removed from him, and his recent official split from the royal family. So that's the thing here. At least you're telling those truth here. All right, how did Harry ruin? Okay, so this one I cannot see. How did Harry ruin anything when he already moved on?
Here's what I think is happening, right? I want to dress up as an admiral, mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
Please stick with your Prince Andrew. Okay, so Charles and Anne cannot honor their father because these two oaks threw a tantrum.
Here's what I think is happening, right? I want to dress up as an admiral, mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
Who's two? Don't mention Harry here. Okay, it's all Andrew. Okay, you guys saw hear the video at the beginning.
Here's what I think is happening, right? I say military service to you in April 2021. Royal military service. Who do you think of first? Yeah, exactly. It's Prince Harry, right? So how ridiculous would it have looked if he was the only one there not in a uniform? I want to dress up as an admiral, mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
Okay, so Charles and Anne, okay, that's this. Anne never served in the military. She shouldn't be wearing one regardless. Also, Harry was never said to be complaining. There it is about it. Interesting how the media wrapped him into a clear change made to pacify Andrew. Alright, even if it doesn't happen, it still hope Andrew is terrified of the possibility Charles will toss him to the feds once he become king. I hope at least Charles is vindictive enough not to reassure him he won't, just to make his little brother sweat, even if Andrew said he can't. Alright, let me get out of this. What is that? Oh my god, there's more. I agree with this comment. Okay, well, community and silent, also UK veteran will look now to all those shiny award hanging on British royal family members with different eyes. Okay, let's see. Even carnival of so-called expert courtiers and can connive to punish Harry and Meghan, but don't think about the medium long-term consequences of their action. No one can wear uniform at other family event without being mocked when a two-time comeback veteran of 10 years can't. Okay? No, they won't run. Alright, let's see. Why wasn't Andrew medals and title removed? Alright, so there's more about this. Alright? Next tweet. Okay, the hilarious thing is that this is going to happen again when Betty dies. Okay, what the story going to be then about playing dress up in military costume? Every time I say this, I showed you guys this. There was a video of this. Okay, YouTube blocked it, and remove it. If I ever have Patreon or something, this video I'll put it back up again. Is this little girl was fighting with this little girl up here. That was her birthday. Come to find out they were sisters. So when this little girl was gonna blow the candle, she scooped in first and blew the candle, and then that little girl whose birthday, okay, and she didn't get to blow the candle, got upset at her and pulled her hair. And then after that, when they pulled them apart, and she come out like this with that little smile. That thing was funny. I recorded it and put it for you guys. Because of the fight, YouTube blocked me. Blocked the entire video. It was so funny. I still have a screenshot of it. I'll put another screenshot, not the same as this, but a different one. I have it. Okay, that's assuming Andrew will never attempt trooping again. I don't care about trooping. LOL. I'm talking about Patty's funeral. Okay, I wonder if Chuck will be able to stand up to his brother, or maybe for once stand up for his son. Okay, she'll have a state funeral to the uniform. Will also, as well, leaders will attend, etc. The funeral is largely private, just the family attending. They could have easily released a statement saying, since it wasn't a state funeral, normal protocol won't be allowed. Okay, yes, but you're missing the point. There will be another. Okay, there will be another debate about Harry wearing or not wearing uniform. Okay, that's the thing here. Come on. Okay, if she lives for a few more years, then George and Charlotte will probably attend, and as George will be in suit and in front of Harry, it won't look as obvious as it will have done for this funeral, where Charles, William, and Harry will be together. Okay, well then she had a better kick it tomorrow. Well then she had better kick it tomorrow. Oh my God, this girl is savage. Look, I just want the circus. Who needs Bridgerton? Who needs Bridgerton when the drama around British royal family funeral attire is so engaging? Seriously though, how small the lives they lead. I can't imagine getting into a public spanking over what to wear to a loved one's funeral. Okay, this could have been a kitchen table conversation. Why do we even know about this? Because Mommy told Andrew he was her special witty boy, and Mommy's little boy loves attention, tantrum, and fancy dress.
Here's what I think is happening, right? I want to dress up as an admiral, Mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
This is so funny. This is so hilarious. Oh my lord. Okay, probably worse since Meghan will be there, even if we don't see them. If Archie and his sister are even thought to be on UK soil too, whilst Harry and Meghan do Liz's funeral scene. Okay, LOL, I'm just talking about the military outfit. Okay, I do not look forward to the toxic dumpster fire of the mess the coverage will be when Betty dies. We're gonna have to suffer through a gazillion fake stories per minute. Okay, I think it will be worse than even. Okay, and they will probably demand to wear a Superman costume, thinking he can save the crown, while Will Not and Chunk battle it out to see who sits on the throne first.
Here's what I think is happening, right? I want to dress up as an admiral, Mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
Oh my God, Charles as the new king will be making the call. He and Andrew aren't exactly close. I mean, I always said this. I mean, that's my stupid thinking. Because Charles been waiting to be seated at the throne for so long, the minute he sits on it, he probably gonna have a heart attack. And that'll be the end. He'll be the shortest. His mom is the longest, he'll be the shortest. And then you have his son next. Alright, next tweet. Alright, you know Harry is not talking to any of those mother effers. He is not here to play. Alright, he is isolated, and even that didn't stop those ass hats from playing those dumb old tricks, and they expect him to forgive and forget and embrace them. They've not even seen him, and no one in royal family has in contact with him since he's quarantining. Okay, they're foolish enough to think briefing against him will pressure him to speak to them or trip up and lash out when he when the reality is both outcome or less likely the more they show their asses. And we know they haven't even had a glimpse of the funeral is all what they all get I love. We thank goodness for the pandemic and quarantine. We can milk the quarantine time as much as he likes just to keep them away from him. That's true. I think I talk about it where I know for some people who have, worse experience with the quarantine, who lose their loved one and stuff like that. But that pandemic have been something in disguise for the Sussexes. Okay, Queen Henry of Wales, the master chess player. My goodness. All right, there's more, but let me move on to the next one. All right, the delusional thinking Harry can be distracted by a stale blonde pum pum. Meanwhile, Harry only has eyes for Meghan. Was that okay, let's see here. Okay, what are the F is trying now? Okay, let that go, please. It's not true, but can spread like a fire. But his home. Okay, what is it? OMG, pum pum. I haven't heard that term in years. I won't give any air to such stories that the blasphemous don't ride that train. Okay, I don't know what she's talking about, so there must something that happened. Okay, we know what track it sit on. Just shut it down, kill it, no air allowed on. Okay, you know what comes to this internet laughing my ass for real. All right, next tweet. So I'm not sure what she was referring to. Maybe there's another story that's out there. All right, next tweet. The way the UK is going to blame Prince Harry for the lack of uniform instead of Prince Andrew is going to be a blast.
I want to dress up as an admiral, Mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
All right, this needs to be seen. When did she post this? Okay, this was April 14, okay, 5:22 p.m. And right now we April 16. I'm recording this. So the thing came out April 15. So you see the timeline here? She tweeted this April 14. Okay, that was April 14. She tweeted that. And then April 15, they come out and said, nope, nobody's wearing uniform. And now I'm recording, which is a day after. Okay, and then you guys probably gonna see it a couple days later. Okay, boy, how I'm already loving this drama. They strip him of his uniform. Now they don't get to wear their own uniform too. Karma. That was April 14 here. This has literally cured my hiccups. It's okay. They are just showing how ridiculous it was to rescind Harry's honorary military appointment in the first place. It will never be right. Yep, stupid PR. Their agenda is to blind people from questioning why Andy has his military honor and Harry not.
I want to dress up as an admiral, Mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
Right.
Exactly. If Andrew's situation didn't exist, they have them all in uniform except for Harry because they wanted Harry alone to be the pariah. This is another move to protect Andrew from facing dishonor.
All right. I mean, guess what? In the eyes of God, all right, God knows. That's all we care about. God knows. They could, change, put a different mask on and change different uniform and all of this. God sees everything. All right. You have access to God 24/7. You don't even know it. Or you think the Queen is the God. Please. All right. The way that I see it, the Queen is trying to prevent you. Okay. You have to talk to her first before you could reach to God. God is like, bitch, please. All right. They have the same access as you. Wait until I take you. When your expiration date come, you're gonna see. You think you something down here? Wait until I take you. All right. So please. I mean, God is working his magic. He sees everything. Look how at first they were having fun at the expense of Harry, taking his honorary thing and all of this, hoping he will come back. Please. Okay, I know I'm repeating myself, but it is what it is. Okay, bigoted British and Australian media pen in hand blaming Harry and Meghan for sure, and Meghan is not even at the funeral. Okay, I can't wait to see how this turns out. Okay, murder goddess rag, not surprised. Okay, the clownery never ends. Okay, what happened now? No one is wearing uniform. Is that right? Okay, now I'm laughing. Okay, the British media is so disgusting. Prince Philip didn't want a state funeral, so none of them should wear a uniform. Plus, due to COVID, it's private with only 30 people, but will be televised. I hope the Queen tells the TV crew not to focus on Harry. I'm telling you, you're gonna see. All right, one more day. Today's Friday. Okay, the jackasses have already blamed Harry. The British media is the worst in the world. The monarchy is definitely on its last leg. There it is. Okay, but wait, Harry is in quarantine. How is he blamed for anything when all he has been doing is quarantining? That's crazy.
I want to dress up as an admiral, Mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
All right, reasonable people sees that, but these people, they bluffing throughout their lives, don't see that. They're buying their BS. All right, so that's what's going on here. Next tweet. All right, there's this one here. This is the modified Land Rover designed to carry Prince Philip's coffin. Is it me or does it look like a pickup truck to you Americans? All right, let's see here. Okay, that's just a pickup truck. Sure does. The people start putting things here. Okay, that looks better and has enough room so Liz can ride with the body. Okay, no lies detected. Let's see here. Okay, Tim from Fresh Pickup Trucks worth buying. Okay, there they are. All right, this look more like that model from what they're talking over here. All right, there it is. I'm telling you, you said and the squad come up with their receipt. I didn't see this. Lizzie won't be able to go up there. They need a ladder. Yep, definitely a pickup truck. Lift that bad boy and go mudding. Yeah, okay. This can be real. Who is running the farm? I mean firm. I think you mean circus, not farm, because all we see is clowns. Looks like a redneck pickup truck. Okay, looks like a pickup truck to me. Alright, there's all sort of pickup trucks. Okay, this is the best the Brits can do for the 90-year-old man who keeps bragging about Meghan because he's deaf. Alright, a pickup truck. Okay, it seems like a copycats are just part of doing nothing but replicate others' work. I see a gladiator truck replica, but uglier. Alright, so that's that. Next tweet. Oh my god, 30. Okay. Prince Harry is in the UK to mourn his grandfather, and the firm has gone out of its way to inflict further pain and use him as a scapegoat for a suspected pedophile in Prince Andrew.
I want to dress up as an admiral, Mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
Okay, please cut off toxic relatives who do not make any effort to understand boundaries or show any respect. You are not a footstool because of blood ties. That's right. Okay, they truly are sick. I hope once his grandmother dies, okay. They didn't say dies, I said it. Okay, once his grandmother goes, he is able to divest himself from the rest of his relatives. These people see him as tabloid father, nothing more. Heartbreaking. Okay, not a single family member stood up and said, what kind of optic are we trying to convey? They went full throttle, okay, on wanting to visibly other Harry after they had othered his family. They fully wanted Andrew to resurface and found out it was too soon, if ever.
I want to dress up as an admiral, Mummy, said Prince Andrew. Oh, Andrew, please sit down, said Her Majesty the Queen.
As someone who went through exactly the same issues, scarily similar, I can only admire Harry and Meghan's strength to be able to deal with it publicly with smear from RM media. Pound doesn't help the emotional pain, fears, lack of love from nuclear family, but the freedom makes it for it.
I hope you are doing well. God don't like ugly, and he's only like too much pretty either. It is so obvious that whole world sees behind the curtain to the sick dynamic. Yes, he may still want to go for his grandmother's funeral, but after that, okay, I will want in private. Who among us will want to be part of this family's mess? Yep, okay, next tweet. Okay, the media are making this funeral about the brothers, and yet it should be, oh, what the hell do I care? Okay, the family let the genie out of the bottle. It's never gonna be back. The damage that the press is doing now is to the family. Harry is already out of that snake pit. Okay, I know where did old Philip go. Look at the flush face. Okay, they probably do it again within a year. Stats aren't good on the longevity of widower. Approximately 60% perish within 3 months of an elder spouse passing. It depends if there was love. Okay, I see exactly what she's saying. All right, so they're saying people who have that close relationship, partnership, and stuff like that, they usually die a couple months later. It is true. I believe her. I don't know if the percentage is correct, but I believe her. But the thing is that, was there love there? Was there the connection, the the inner feeling for each other? All right, because he was living someplace else, so he probably had the side chick with him or something like that. I'm so tired of this. Can't wait for Harry to go home to his family. All right, let's see here. This is more about Britex. Okay, let's see here. Funeral. Okay, why shoulder to shoulder now when they didn't back then? British media always create drama. There they are. They even put someone in between. All right, I put that digging their own grave. Okay, the world would have loved to see Harry and William walking beside each other on Saturday, united in grief and their grandfather's funeral. But if Harry isn't allowed to do so, I think all other events pertaining to William should be seriously curtailed. Okay, here they were separately performing for the world. All right, there it is again. Look at him. You could see that it's like a little smirk that I see here. A little smirk and trying to put a grieving face at the same time. You could see there's the grieving face. You see a little smirk here. Man, sometimes I said, thank God we all have an expiration date. Because if we were to live forever, we have to deal with all those rotten people throughout our lives. My goodness. Jesus Christ. Okay? I know some people may not agree with that, but living forever to see all of those pain, and you see people who like to inflict pain on others. No. I'm not about that. All right. And the Queen's mother funeral procession, they walked next to each other, not exactly shoulder to shoulder, as there was a lot of space, but with no one in between. All right, I'm not even gonna go on this. The press are fanning the flame and doing irreparable damage. I mean, this is what I've been saying. They were doing this on purpose to pretty much, to abolish the monarchy. And I think yesterday's video, I was talking about something like that in that sense. But when a tweet I came across was saying their aunt assumed that the Queen wants to be the last one or something like that. All right, but the media is pretty much is for that too, to end it. That's what I think. All right, simply because they need to keep a fuss. So ridiculous. British press don't report news, they create news. There it is. That's Meghan's quote again here. All right, so I'm almost finished. British media is about creating news for money. They don't give a toss about facts. Then Camilla Tomney tell us Meghan Markle and KM cried before Kate Middleton cried before Meghan's wedding, when the opposite was true, as we now know. Okay, are we still to believe anything the so-called royal expert or Juno said? All right, things haven't gone the way UK press and media were hoping, and I'm loving it. Me too. The British media continuing to make themselves and the British royal family look ridiculous. The public memories are not that short. Okay, they always are. Exactly. All right, let's see. I think after this, maybe two more. Okay, these are the good ones. When I saw this, I was like, what in the name? Look at this. William and Harry sitting next to Dad. Look at this. I mean, what in the name is there? Look at him. Really, I show my son that, my youngest, I show him this. And I was like, if you ever do this in public, all right, just know you're not going to have everything that you need, okay? My goodness. Really hitting him on the head. That rage, you could feel it. The last one where he's this one. My goodness. Let's see here. All right, this is so freaking sad. Okay, that's me. I retweeted that. I'm assuming not correcting him from the get-go, he's going to end it. He's going to end it for the rest of the royal family. Yep, he's going to finish it for them. All right, if you had put a stop to his behavior, at a young age, discipline him. I talk about Princess Diana, where Princess Diana was tapping him in the butt for, maybe doing something, not to that extent, but, acting out in public. Princess Diana put him in his place. But look at this one, taking like it's fun. It's funny or something like that. No, things like that is not funny. A child, they should be respectable to you. All right, I have been looking for this video. Thanks for posting it. Okay, his backside will be numb if he was my little brat. Okay, I actually feel quite sorry for Charles here because he's generally being nasty. Explains why he turned into a cold, mean adult. If he haven't passed, he'll be on the super nanny. Okay, he was mean child, then a mean adolescent, now very mean and dangerous adult. That's fine. All right, let me go into this one. Let's see. That's why I don't believe Harry and him will become close again anytime soon. Harry has had enough of the bullying by Will since his early age. The red line was William working with the tabloid to destroy Meghan and their marriage. Harry done with him. I think so too. Now that I have a boy, I can see how off the scene is. Hitting and young children when they're angry is normal but must be dealt with. That's right. Every time Daniel Tiger has great song on the issue. Casual, deliberate violence and older kids, bad, bad, bad. Alright, so when a kid is acting up, when they do something at that instant, you need to put them in their place. Alright, so let me get out of this. I hear somebody's up already. It's already 7:03. That's just quiet. Okay, he will be that's back down. Alright, I have a picture of this. Alright, this is it. Why Di gave her little terror of royal spanking. Okay, that's what he would have been getting. That's what I was talking about. Good, so I don't have to search for my receipt. I have the exact same photo somewhere saved. Okay, that's what he actually needs. Someone to get in his ass real good and knock his overinflated ego down to size. Alright, there it is. People are posting it again. There's a video where Diana had to whoop his ass with her hand in public because he was playing up. He's always been a piece of shit from childhood. There it is again. Alright, people are posting it. Okay, and Charles does nothing to educate him. That's right. That's the thing here. Harry look up like, what is the weather doing now? Okay, always being jealous of Harry. I said the same thing a minute ago to someone through DM always. Okay, for whatever reason, bullying incandescent is showing rather badly. I wonder why Charles did not correct him. One of the saddest thing I ever seen a child behaving like that toward a parent. The behavior was so deliberate. No difference now toward Harry and his family. Heartbreaking. Why did his dad just let him do that? It really annoys me when parents just let their kids be little dickheads when they grow up to be a massive dickheads. That's right. That is it. Alright, people really, that's exactly that. All these are playing out. Alright, this might be my last one, but I have more. Okay, there's another video. Okay, I'll read this and there's one more. Okay, all the British F1 drivers wearing black armband for Philip except Lewis Hamilton. Is this the same Lewis Hamilton who accept knighthood from the family who is grieving the loss of their patriarch? Interesting move. Okay, Lewis accept a knighthood from his country for all he's achieved in Formula 1. As his country has an elected monarch as head of state, that's who gets the hand over the honor. That still doesn't oblige him to mourn people he doesn't know. That's fake. Alright, that's right. The British royal family is still trying to the nation to mourn. Okay, shaking my head. Good for him. He never disappoints, and that's why I stand him. Alright, so that's that. Okay, what is this? What is this? Okay, there are only 2 British drivers. Okay, Lando Norris and George Russell. None are reported to be wearing black armband at this weekend race. Okay, there are no reports that Sir Lewis will not be wearing black armband if that were the case. Both Lando and George are wearing armband for Philip. Okay, so these are the people here they're talking about. Alright, so they do what they do. Alright, so I'm gonna skip couple. Alright, okay. Maybe I could do all of them. Okay, nailed it. Alright. So there's a couple more. Okay, they are using the excuse of not embarrassing Harry because it is precisely what the original decision intended. Okay, to embarrass him. Instead, they simply reminded the public of Harry's military service and made themselves look petty and foolish. I saw this and then I just bookmarked this. Alright, there's one more after this one. Two adulterers, one who liked Chinese milk and devoted husband, walked down the aisle. Okay, to be fair on the milkman, he is a free agent, so is the lady with whom he spent the night with. Okay, maybe we don't. Maybe we don't know why he and Adam broke up in the first place. All right, did I respond to that? That's me. That's a possibility. Maybe he was having an affair. That's why he broke. I didn't say it, but that's what I was thinking when I retweeted that. Found out today that the milkman one is also a cheater. Them apart from Hazard, who is faithful over there. That's faithful. Oh, Virginia said it all. No more comment. Now you know that devoted husband should have been in quotation. Okay, Harry. All right, there it is. People are talking. Oh, next day, and I'm still laughing. She came back to it 35 minutes ago. That's why she said. Next day, I'm still laughing. Oh my goodness. All right, this is my last one. All right, this still going on there. People are still laughing at it. All right, this is my last one. All right, William and Harry. There's another one. 23 seconds. Look at him trying to hold the puppy. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I wanted to hold him. Oh my goodness. I mean, look at, put him to, good. You see, this is why people have two parents, a mother and a father. Princess Diana saw it. It's like, leave him alone. My goodness, trying to take charge. Look at, he just want to hold the puppy. Oh, put his face next to him, cuddle him. While Harry was clearly smitten, William soon tired of his little brother's antics. And that's when he finally got the grip and he came and disrupt them. My goodness. Wow. Let's see here. Oh, I got 9 likes on this one. Man, these clips look innocent, but they truly tell who these brothers truly really are from childhood to adult. We can learn from it. In other words, give spanking when needed, not in this clip, but other clips. Diana was taking away from boys too soon. Yep, there it is. There it is. That's exactly how I feel. The problem with Billy from the start, he never learned to mind his own business when it comes to Harry. Okay, it is not surprising with everything happening now. This is who Billy has always been. It's why I pray God protects Harry and his little family. He has suffered too much loss. Okay, it makes you wonder who sends goons to terrorize his bro and Callie. Wow. Okay. I remember when Harry was serving during wartime and suddenly it had to be extracted for security purposes. Someone told people where he was, so he had to leave. Harry was absolutely devastating. Will has always been a little stitch, okay, and the light in his evil. Okay, good thinking. And they said it was a foreign agency that leaked, but UK were quick to report. Okay, that's the thinking face. Okay, look at Charles so detached, okay, rolling eyes, then step in and surprise them Chuck. Okay, he's always been a little shit. Being his brother couldn't have been easy. William was raised to believe he's the boss of Harry, and Harry must listen to him and do what he says or else face the wrath from William. That was happening throughout Harry's entire life until he said enough. Until William started respecting Harry, the relationship is over. Okay? William has been jealous with no self-esteem from a young age. How his bully now should have surprised anyone. Harry minding his business with his dog, okay, and his bad brother disturbing his peace. That is true. Okay, this clip with Diana, a 4-year-old Will, a little Harry Highgrove, William hiding in the bush, unhappy about something, quite irritated, and Di asked him to come, okay? He refuses when Dee shouted that she's going to give it to Harry. William comes running quickly, throws a tantrum, shouting, no, no, no. That's a very good description. Very good description, because I know exactly what she's talking about. As she's saying it, I could see the thing that she's saying. All right, let's see. Maybe somebody have the video. Nope. Okay, bullion has been thorn in Harry's flesh all their lives on this earth. And you can see Harry's always been submissive to him, yet he doesn't appreciate that. So domineering how wicked from childhood to adulthood Bullion is now. Surprising Harry and his family feel sorry for Princess Margaret? Okay, at first I thought he was going to put down and gently grab his brother's hand to get the picture, but he just didn't want him to have the dog. Yep, that's what I saw too. Even then, he could stand his brother's happiness. Okay, I'm done with Twitter today. I'm tired. Diana referred to William as her little thug. Really? Okay, oh my gosh, she's been a bully from the get-go. All right, so the thing goes. All right, so I'm gonna stop. I need to wake up the kids. It's 7:15. All right, so I go through all of my bookmark. Now it's gonna take me 2 days to finish edit. All right, so please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share.